Glad to be here today talking about business models and why they rule. So simply stated, there are four business models. Asset or thing business models, services business models, which is a people business model, technology or knowledge business model, and network and relationship business models. Now, one might think they're similar, one might think they're different. They're completely different, and we're going to talk about why. But before we begin, I want to talk about the economics of each of them. In the first and oldest generation business model, the asset business model, they trade at 1 to 2 times revenues. The services business model, which is based on people like me, trade at 1 to 3 times revenues. The tech business model trades at 3 to 7 times revenues, and network business models trade at 4 to 11 times revenues. I want to repeat that. It's times revenues, not times earnings. Now, one might wonder, why is there such a difference? And is it applicable to just business models and all industries? And how applicable is it? Well, we're going to talk about that now. First, when you think about business models, they have different clock speeds. In the oldest generation business model, the asset business model, they clock speed at around decades, years. Think about Barrick Gold or Ford or motor car companies. They take a decade to change a model. It takes a long time to move things, to build a building. Think about the clock speeds of people. Services companies, they measure their clock speed in billable days and weeks and months and years, 2,200 billable hours a year for a person. In the software business model, those are in minutes and seconds. How fast can that software move? Now, in today's newest business model, those are in milliseconds. I mean, they're absolutely spectacularly fast. They power things called high-frequency trading. So none of these business models move at the same speed, which is one of the reasons why you'll see in blue, the top business models are exponential in their growth capabilities. The lower business models are red because they're linear. You can't really scale me. You can't really scale a building. But you can scale my thoughts and my software and my network, who I know. Now, what do these companies measure that have these different clock speeds? They measure very different things, and that's critical. In the physical world, in the car world, in the gold world, in the Boeing jet world, they measure units produced. In the services world, they measure hours billed. In the software world or tech world, they measure software downloads or members or services. In the network world, wow, think about it. They measure the number of people engaged, the size of the membership and network. Think about Facebook, 2.6 billion people. It's an amazing number. Think about the growth rate in those areas. And that's what differentiates these things. So when you think about your business model, think about everything. Think about its economics, think about its clock speed, think about its product and service offerings, and think about its KPIs. And then you'll understand why some business models are exponential and why others are just linear.